welcome to the show. And like, once again, we glad, man. It's your boy, so that one of the hosts. I hold down for the city, teaching everyone from on Wednesday. Ladies, if you're coming up 7 days a week, the same goes in underground, not just in underground, just hard business dollars, man. Shout out to everybody, so there, this is Smoking Tolerant. I'm your host, so bad, when you drill site boards, check in with me, with me, anything does with the underground. I'm there to see that before the thing about my careers, and like, I pulled it down. Look, man, every time I put on a show, man, I'm always happy about your show, man. It's so, makes my day, man. It makes me feel like, we doing a good thing to St. Louis, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't keep water. A lot of people on my show were very known already. People know where you are. They dealt with it in so many different ways, throughout this, music industry in St. Louis. And I try to keep, my focus on them and everything they do, because St. Louis, you know, in my opinion, we have been looked over so many times, because we won't have the big deal about the university to, quality deals and it's all, they come help us push out and like that. So we do have these, we have script and fight, you know, man, we can push them. So, we've been looking for something in time. Like I say right now, it'd be time for us to keep going, and time for us to keep going. If not, we can't quit no more. Because they ain't been waiting too long, over 20, some 30 years, whatever you want to keep counting, waiting on the best rapper to make it happen and all that shit. But right now, that bring us slowly talk to the table, man. Slowly talk to the table, because we want to make sure this song called either get back flowers, some people get their props. People give their props from, good work, man, for a long time. Putting on for the parts, making sure everything, goes as planned and their career. Yeah, for other artists, like today's artists, young artists, they putting on right now, so we get a bit price right that this kid have a long way to go, and we believe it, and we know they're gonna be to that point. But that's the smoke and talk together, bro. So they got a special guest on my show, and I always call them all special because they are special. When I give them my interview, you will see how the wise say these individuals, especially they show how unique they are when they come on my show. This is smoke and talk, welcome to the show, what? But well, it's been appreciated. Yeah. Got Mark Van in the building now, down radio host. He's an underground figure, man. That is underground radio for a long time. Those that video this year by yourself, man. Right now, I know him as a radio host and everything else. He can bring to the table. But where do you want to do? That's the questions though. We have a professional wrestling career. Yeah. We have a radio show that is on Fox News, Fox Network. We have, what's the name of that show? Well, that show is called The Cube now. And that's, the whole show I host with my, partner, Jason Cole. They did, Jason's my co-host on that show. And, we talk politics with you. Oh, that's what we do. But I like to spin it a little bit. You know, I like to meld it a little bit with, pop culture. You know what I'm saying? So and we'll have you on the show sometime, because I think you'll have to laugh. We do things like, we do like a 16 team bracket of different things in pop culture. So it could be fitted caps, cargo caps, right? And their styles that they look. And then we put them against each other to see which one. Like, don't get your case so quick. Get that case over. We got to do this. I think we got to do this for everyone. We're like, yeah. I mean, I don't know how well it is. Bring that case over. So firstly, I want everybody to know is my boy Zoe over here has himself a fitted cap case. Look at this. Look, it goes perfectly over the hat. It's even shaped like a hat. Look at that. This thing is dope. I've got other people who are walking out of here saying, I'm going to give you one of those. Like this is a dope thing. Like, I don't think people know about it. So they need to hear about it. But this isn't so special though. Like those the only dude I know rocking this. Like, no one else knows this. So anyone else is after Zoe, this, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so we got Pat on the guess, right? Yeah. And then in our tournament of pop culture, we would be like, all right, first round. Hey, gentlemen, this or that? I got a point over on this one. Yeah, I got one. Did he say? Well, it was you. It was you. Oh, well, the question between these two, right? You corrected them. Where you go? Well, this one? Where you going at? I mean, I understand it's the sign on the fit for today with which wear, right? Like, if you had to choose, you can only keep one. That's how I'm. So, me and my ass, that's what I'm saying. You know, we know each other like that. They don't hear me about it. Speak one over the other. And you got Jake, somebody else. You just actually tapped on something that's really unique about your tournament pop culture and stuff that we do. Like, sometimes a movie or a song is like they're in a competition. And sometimes they'll win out against something else that might be a better song simply because of nostalgia.
simply because we have memories that song is tied to, and we go, oh, that song, for sure, match. Because I have a memory tied to that song that used to be something that was a part of my life that's nostalgic, and therefore it gives that little bump over. It had some really great things get knocked out in the first and second rounds that you would have sat there and thought, that could have won the tournament. Like, that literally could have won the tournament. So, hey, you would have a Blacks coming on that show, and you would have got it. But we talk politics on the Q now. And like I said, we have a little fun on the show. Yes. We're trying to put together something right now that's that I'm going to be starting to put together. We're thinking about doing this is kind of an announcement. We're thinking about doing like Halloween spooktacular special. Living Slutty Plunge, a radio show live on the air, midnight to 2 o'clock in the morning. We are going to be at a haunted location. We are going to be we'll try to do it right before Halloween on the night. So it's not Halloween specifically. I don't really say the show. Tell it. This is what now I'm not on Channel 2. I'm on Fox News. Fox News. But it's just, it'll be on my radio station, and it might even be a simulcast to another station, possibly, or we're working on the details, and we're getting things finalized and put together. Right. But that's what we're working on. So something exciting, free. It doesn't cost anyone a thing to turn their radio on and listen for free and be entertained as we're doing seances. We're looking for ghosts. We might do Claude Ouija board. I don't even know what's going to happen. I have no clue. I literally have no clue. But that's the plan. Go do something like that. Live audio, all as you got. This will be all audio, but we are going to be live streaming on YouTube. So we got someone who's going to be live streaming it for us on YouTube. So there will be a video element to this, and so you can be able to watch it on YouTube for free too. Like, this will be something fun for people to do. Stay around the fire pit, have 2 beers, turn the radio on, listen to some people have some fun. You never know what's going to happen, man. You might take somebody, put them in a room by themselves with no lights, no flashlight. To be wild. So yeah, to get wild. I'm thinking about like that. Hey, yeah, I have to make some come with us. Simply just because. No, man. He's not keen. Yeah. But this tag case is cool. Yeah. This thing is dope. But that's kind of what we do. And got some dope things. Really, look at this. Let's talk about some of your stuff, though. After like saying, this dude's got St. Louis Tar his cats. Look at these things. These are dope. Yeah. They're basic, all red, like everybody loves. Did you know that New Jersey, the one that says Baloo and all that? Yeah. It's the first time the Cardinals have had a red jersey in their district. Oh, it's dope. I did not know that. I had no clue, but I found that out. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. What? The Luther? Yeah, the blue, the old red. They've never had an old red jersey from what I know. Now, I could be misquoting that, but from what the sources that told me this is very accurate information. So, yeah. But look at that. Got the blue style right there. This dude's kicking it off. I do like this. I do like a throwback, a little bit of a throwback look. I like that. That's got a style look to it right there. Hold on. So I was going to go there. That's it. The black on red. The black on red. That's a classic. That's a nice look, especially if you got the Jordans to match. You know what I'm saying? But and then the all black on black with the bird. Which, by the way, that bird coming back. That's going to go like 50s or 60s or whatever. That bird coming back. I didn't see that coming, but that's why. So I had plenty to it because I just played up people, you know. You got to make sure you take care. Oh, sure you can take care of the babies, you know what I'm saying? Take care of the crowd, man. St. Louis crowd. That's how he's always last year. I'm gonna come on your show all day, right? Yes, I'm coming on your show. I just want to pray one cat, right? Was we're having I got over 175 St. Louis academic total. Look at us, like I collected. But I want to praise one real St. Louis. Right. Okay. You ready? Ready to go radio show? Sure. You got it. Anything you can get. You talking about the interview? No, not that one. You got to go. We're ready to fit. Oh, fit. Yeah. Oh, what's up, Merv? That little bit with the it's here. This. Oh, 3 times. That's we get everything in the league. That's right. And you can put the St. Louis head up against a very old inside right there. So, and I can prove that on issue. Prove that on which. Yeah, I already know. Ladies and gentlemen, the challenge is good set. So Vanguard is going to come on the queue now, and he's going to hang out with us. He's going to bring fitted caps, and we're going to put him to the challenge. Like he says, the classic red St. Louis basic hat is beautiful, and in its simplicity, in comparison to every other major league. Now, I will say this much. There is one hat I do feel has some style and some flash to it. I'm not saying it's better than the St. Louis cap. I'm not saying that at all, but that Expo. The Montreal Expo, that old school with the like it was like It's a dope look. Like, it's got a dope, and you take that really dope.
You know, it do it. I look that has got some dope ass looks.
Sure.
That ain't well, but you take a real single skate, you can wear it with any single thing you do.
That's true. That is absolutely 100% true. Now, you put anything on, then you can wear a red single or something.
True edition, some $3,000 degree, a suit.
So JNCO.
A woman can have one outfit with a red sunglasses hat on that head, and it's gonna go whatever outfit she got on. And it's pretty the chase out the way. Bernie. So if you think through this.
So he's throwing the gauntlet down. He's coming on the show, and he's looking good. He's going to show this challenge.
This what I mean, feel right. What do you? I've heard, you know, like talking. We talked about a lot of things before the show. We shouldn't on put it on, just all with shit, you know. I mean, share some of the get background with us, man. Like so you can really, okay, right now.
So yeah,
I find radio like the underground, like who have you worked with in the underground for a year, and you made a record label and shit like this?
Well, yeah, I've worked with all the major labels at Woodford Number. I've been a president with Universal Music Group and IUG. And so, like,
what year was that moment?
That was 2011 to 15. I think 2010 to 15 or 2011 to 15. Yeah. I'm not 100% accurate. There's no later to it. So, yeah, right before Christmas Drive, somewhere in that range. I've worked with all kinds of different artists. Started off years and years and years ago. Kind of at a radio station, KCOB, 89.5. At the same time, I started doing like the street promo and stuff for Death Row Records. I was handling street promo. My first one that I actually ever went was out in Hunnits. Handed out.
Just really
Found out and handed out was Warren.
Oh, we recollect we got
When he dropped the Regulators, that first single. That was one of the first projects. Yeah, I was just handing out flyers and stuff like that. And so I was the other single about that. I was out here too. I was out here in St. Louis. So, yeah, that was it. And from there, just fell in love with the music business. Tried to work with everybody I could.
Yeah.
Local people like Nelly, and the Lunatics. I've worked with or talked to or been to Rylon. If you work with the beat, they'll work with them before they get. Yeah, well, I knew a couple through some friends of a friend, like before they was blew up, but I kind of caught wind of them because I would go around. So by the time that they popped in 99, I had already been like quasi working with the music business for like 4 or 5 years at this point. And so like I touched on a lot of different things. So there were a lot of different people I knew. And I knew the twins up at St. Skately. And I knew they had the studio to man. And I would go in there and I'd visit. And that's how I got to meet T-Love and other people like that. Like that's back in the day, back long time ago. It's just wild for me to think like how long ago that really was. And it was like, we're now 20 whatever years, 25, 26 years now, bro. From that, like it's been a long while. It's just some of those memories I'm trying to drag up. And it's like, it was crazy. The music scene at that time, it was fun. It was exciting. And everybody was kind of like trying to make it. And everybody was working on their own thing. And it was just a fun time.
There was let's ask you this, especially on back then, right?
Sure.
You said it was feeling like everybody worked their own thing and all that.
Everybody was, yeah, for the most part. Because because at that time, the scene was so underground and still so unknown to each other. They don't know each other. It's like, that's why Jibs comes out of nowhere with the deals. They're like, what happened? Like,
when he was in all that,
sure.
How was the people in the underground treat each other? Were they like, they would support each other? Were they support back then? So acceptable? How was that going?
Support was between artists in St. Louis, like the physical artists, right? Like the men or the women themselves, right? Support is very easy to find. This artist will support that artist. They will rock out to or, rock with that artist. Like, find the support of the artist. It's not the artist's fault. It's the people around the artist and the other individuals that seem to be where they have the ear of the artist, right? So we ain't really rocking with so-and-so over there and Levi and Kyle over here think this. We go tell Mike. And Mike's like, I don't have a problem with so-and-so, but that's fine, whatever. You know, like, they just keep the cool with the crew. Like, they're just like, all right, I'm not supporting God, but I'm not the same boat to see things over. But that never gets out. What ends up happening is, homeboy chills off to the side during the show or whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Doesn't say anything to you afterwards. They just dip out. You guys always had a really good relationship and a friendship. And before you know it, the guy who was just on my show, John Hondas, he talks about covert contracts. These are contracts where we make them in our own head and with ourselves, but the other party on the other side doesn't even know the contracts exist. So when the stuff goes down, when you do it from your end to them, because they have no idea what's going on, but you built up your own animosity. You know what I'm saying? To get to that point, you see what I'm saying? And that's where that covert contract, when you design this, hey, like the way that person, what's a dope thing? Was that the code? That it's just what they call covert contract. But John Thomas it's just what people do. Like it's what you can like figure out and find out from a lot of situations. It happens online a lot. I'll give you a good example. Somebody you don't know from online has an argument, says something, right? You get angry about it. It gets into your head. It's well up. I can't even smoke the joint properly. Like it gets to that point. So you got to say something to them, right? It gets like, you turn them into this evil villain and you're just attacking. They have no idea that this is where you're coming from. All they know is they had some words with you a lot. Right. And they just know if you were based off of this opinion state. Right? They had no idea this covert concept, this idea that you're going to come after them, attack them, that the things that happen out of those decisions and the consequences, sometimes they ain't close pleasant. They ain't the ones that everybody else are used to second they want. Like, it's that monkey's paw idea, right? You can have whatever you want, but you might end up losing over here, right? I think you've heard of the monkey's paw as you reckon that. Okay, so the monkey's paw is a famous legend, folklore tale about a monkey's paw, physical monkey's paw, that if they were able to get it, it gives them wishes. But see, the problem with the monkey's paw is that the way it presents the wishes isn't necessarily how you probably envision your wishes. So you might say, I want $1 million. But to get that $1 million, the monkey paw brings the wish by killing your son via some horrible thing, and the money comes from a lawsuit. Boy, you see what I'm saying? That's crazy, isn't it? That's an actual, that was written in the 1800s. Maybe even earlier than that, actually. They were thinking like that around campfires in the 1800s. Those are the stories they were coming up. That's why.
And they find it today?
Well, yeah, the monkey's paw is like this cautionary, right? The idea. Careful what you wish for. Careful what you wish for is what it.
What back?
So, and yeah, you can apply to that.
They see it. They could all of it do.
That's good. You feel? Now, I have no problem with that whatsoever. I don't have no deal with nobody to call these things. That's good. Yeah, you know, I understand. What the other one said, the covert contracts, that's what we were just talking about. But, like, we can move on past that. I'm not pointing.
No, I just get the thing, like, see, I believe in this. Like, if it was something and out of the universe, you got that the universe I was walking, you know, sure. And I don't want to lose nothing to something. You know what I mean? That's how I see it. That's fair.
And you know what? That's the beauty of the monkey's paw tale. You can grab the monkey's paw if you choose to, which is your choice.
Yeah.
And you can, like, get your wish.
So,
and you just say, well, you know, like,
have you ever seen them maybe all the monkey woman?
None. Well, I've never seen anyone offer an amulet or any sort of anything to where they could grant wishes.
Well, you understand, like,
I would love it if that existed.
Yeah, even in the contract. You know, if you've been there and it's been like, how do you have to say then very shit of things, Jackie?
So I won't get into any specifically, but I will say this. I have run across some writer contracts that had some unique things in them. I saw one that wanted a pedestal, like a pedestal of porcelain or whatever it was, in their dressing. Now, what they were going to use this pedestal for specifically, I have no idea. But the way it was described was a pedestal that was like, like a pulpit, almost like what you put up on like church, like you're going to have like that's kind of the pedestal they wanted to showcase. Like, so I was like, that was kind of unique and odd because you don't think about people really wanting. I've seen contracts where they wanted a bathtub. Right. Mariah Carey famously wanted the porcelain bathtub, if I remember correctly.
So let me ask you,
on the movie set or the music video set or whatever it was. So she wanted to be able to take that, porcelain bathtub with like 4 legs and all that. Like that was permanent Mariah Carey's contract from what I remember. That's wild. Like, yeah. But then again, when you get to that level, they will run the game.
yeah, but now I'm thinking that Janet Jackson, like, sure, at Janet Jackson, when she take it to an OT,
Sure.
she buy no talk.
Really?
Every single hotel she take it to it with it.
So she has a toilet installed into the room she's going to stay in at every hotel she goes.
And every hotel you go look at it.
I told Janet, I'm sorry. Listen, I love you. You have nothing to worry about. Just do your thing. Grab some of those alcohol wipes, right? Hit it with the alcohol wipe. You're wasting hundreds of dollars for no reason. And I know the money's not the issue. I'm just saying, like, still, you're wasting hundreds of dollars for no reason. My daughter's so looking. So I understand a person who has like a germophobia.
And I'm just saying, I understand the contract that you just saying about how people on other different shit. That would shut that up and say that, I just did that about, I believe that's almost 10 years ago.
Oh, for sure.
So it's a great experience, but like for being just him and the camera, he really played to the camera on that.
He did. He a real stand-up guy when it comes to this music, man, and in real life, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciated that. When I first seen it and heard it, it was real rap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He expressing who he is, expressing what he about. I fuck with him, you know what I mean? He and Mike check the movie. He a real soldier, you know what I mean? So his craft is most definitely appreciated by me for sure.
Yeah, and he has like a really, he's been on this podcast and he's told his story a few times on different podcasts, but he has a really good backstory of where he's came from and his struggles in life. And,
oh, yeah, for sure.
And you can tell in his music that heart that he has when he does his lyrics and what he's talking about. Like you can feel it. You can feel like the shit he's been through. Right.
Most definitely can feel it.
Yeah,
for sure.
But for being a performance video, I thought it was cool with the graphics and the editing with the flashing light and the back, the graphics on the back wall and being with that brown tone, talking about mud, kind of bringing that kind of that theme. It seemed like they definitely thought that video out just being a performance video.
Yeah.
So props to Rab. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, man, like big work with so many guys where they decide this interesting. I just say, hey,
whether you talk about my wrestling,
I'm saying,
whether you talk about my pro wrestling, holy achiever.
I don't feel like I just think your name is so many different avenues.
Sure.
And you know what I mean?
Well,
how some people?
Let me explain. No, I can explain to everybody else. This is very simple. I love to entertain. That's what it really comes out to. So if I'm one of those people who just likes to entertain, I'm going to find whatever avenues and venues I can to showcase my talents and my abilities. Now, the pro wrestling thing, I just happened to be a pretty gifted athlete back in the day. So it worked out well for me. And I got to meet some people that were really cool. And got to throw men around and slap them on their chests and chest chops to them and get chest chops back. Like, I had a lot of fun. And just wrestled my last match that I'd had back in February of last year. I think that was similar. I wanted to wrestle events from my kids for they was either wrong. So like, I can't feel my feet technically. You could stab it with a steak knife right there. Do you know how viral that content would be if me and you took my foot, put it right here, right now, TikTok that with him and shoot it live on this thing, and we just took a steak knife, rolled it right through my foot. Now, once it got to the inside of my foot, I would feel a lot. But anything on the top, the bottom, on the outside, it can hit it, punch it, drop something on it. Yeah, it's what. Let's see. I can't have feet like that to be a wrestler. It's what this other side. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, there's tough. I got to be up. Let me over feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna get purchased up and down.
Or should not only that, I also got to think, if I pick somebody up, what if my foot gets out from under here? What if I can't feel my foot in triangle or whatever? Like, I drop somebody and hurt really bad. Like,
So yeah, they give it up.
and it's not that I don't want to hurt. Trust me, I want to hurt these men. That's why I slap them in their chest the way I do. That's why they slap me in my chest. At the same point, I'm not trying to kill anybody. Like, I'm not there to kill. But like, that's never. You might want to. I'm not.
Yeah. It was saying like, oh, shit, you get their brain, you know?
You got to be careful. You got to be sick.
Oh. They're going to be scared. How did you get in a couple of last them? And like, how many people went to your bed?
I've had a friend, me and him, were planning on getting into it in 1996. And we held off and we talked about it. And then in early 97, he passed away. Then, and it was, October of that year, I was really depressed. I was looking for an outlet. I was trying to figure something out. Like I said, I was a pretty good athlete. I was playing college basketball at the time. I just got done playing college basketball at the time. And it's just one of those things where, like, I asked around. A couple people told me to go to South Broadway Athletic Club. Went down there. And the rest is history. I started doing it. And then from there, I met this person, that person, went on the road and got to meet all kinds of people. And each people I met from them, we care. It's fun. It is fun, but at the same point, now I'm old. I'm great back in that day, man. You know what I'm saying? When I was I love wrestling, man. But like, you use and get music back now. You got the very nice read that. I have. I've worked hard. I've got some nice love. I've been on the local side. I've been able to help and get deals with guys like Raw Reese. We had out, you can see Logout kind of re-signed to a Rap-A-Lot Records. Stop Rap-A-Lot, yeah. Artists like JR. And Trey Songz stuff that we put together. Also, we got Loopy right now that we're working on. Yeah, from the east side. So, yeah, we got some projects we've been working on. And we've had some good success with them. I've got to work with a lot of good record labels over the years. But back in the day, with like, you know, just that kind of knowledge, kind of. Sure, yeah. I mean, I remember like this Black and Gutio and all those guys and get All Stars. Like those are my dudes. Like I really like those guys, and I love the music. Listen, the All Stars to me, that was what St. Louis in the street. By the way, should we talk quickly? You just brought this up. I'm thinking about streets in St. Louis, and when I drove to get here, I noticed I was coming down this big long drag right off Kings Highway. Now, this is old city, ladies and gentlemen. St. Louis has been around forever, okay? These streets have been running wild for forever. This street has been here for like eons. The streets that I'm dipping down to come here on the backside, they've got speed bumps on them. I don't understand this because, like, if people want to speed, they don't speed anyway. Yeah. They'll hit that thing and they'll pop right over. I've watched that in the city a million times. So I don't know why you guys just put a bunch of like jumps in for people, because that was just stupid. You're just rooting cars at this point for no reason. And you want everybody's car to work. Like, I don't get it. So it was true. But to get back to what we're talking about, the All-Star, their music is what I felt St. Louis in the streets, in the neighborhoods, like on the south side, the east side, north side, like in the streets. That's what I felt St. Louis music was at that time. I'm not saying Nelly was. Nelly had great music. It did well. He went, it blew up huge, really super fast. By the way, that's another problem St. Louis has to deal with, which isn't Nelly's fault. He blew up so hard and so fast. It's so big off of his first stuff, and then doubled down so hard and so well with everything after that, that it's going to be hard to achieve the same results as another artist. Do you see what I'm saying? And you're always going to be compared to this individual over here, even if you don't want to be, because they put a mark on the map that was just so large. And people need to understand that that's not by design. Popularity is not something you can control. Listen, there were many years there that Nelly, the Lunatics, weren't popular, and they weren't old enough to write raps. So it's not like, so when these dudes popped off, they didn't know where it was going to go. Could have been a one-hit wonder, right? Could have been one hit and I done. Yes, I've seen that 1,000 times too. Yeah. So when that happens, it's really difficult. It was difficult for Chingy after that with Jibs, and then I looked at Jaquan and they're like, hey, that looked out about this thing. I had to say, yeah, I don't think it was difficult.
like, I don't think, like, he raised a bar that was so high that nobody could reach, you know what I mean? Because they all did good.
Oh, no. Not that they raised the bar that they could reach. You know, the idea that when you do that well so hard out the tin the first time, and then everybody sees it at that level, and there's an expectation that everybody else is going to achieve the same result. But that's not possible. Sometimes it can happen, and sometimes, and most times it doesn't happen. So these guys had great careers still. They all achieved what their main goal, which was, I want to become successful and famous as a music artist. Hey, all of them successfully did that. Congratulate, like they reached the goal. Now, how far into the goal did they get each after that? That's the game plan after that. That's where the difficulty is. It's not so much, hey, you didn't achieve as well as I did because your song wasn't as good as mine. That's not how it works. If you win. Trust me. I've had artists and I've had singles, single hits. I had an artist tell me one time, catch a wave, ride it all the way into the oceans or into the beach. What the same. Every single time you ride that wave all the way. And I say, yeah, and he's right. And he had a hit single, one hit wonder, but he wrote that thing all the way in, and he to this day still tours every once in a while, makes money, has a great life, and he's fine. He's absolutely fine. And that's what's off of one hit. And so that's what I'm saying. Once you do it, you've achieved the main goal. But now, what do we do after that? Where does it go after that? And that's where the problem becomes. So with St. Louis, all the artists, it was like, oh, if you're good enough and you got good music out of St. Louis, they're going to sign you, and it's going to be like Nelly situation. And that's just not what happened forever. Like, for some people, they got really popular and well known. Others had a couple of songs do really well, and then they went away. Others didn't even get off the ground. You know what I'm saying? And I saw really great artists, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, from this kind, didn't get off the ground. Great artists. Artists that all the other artists were talking about. That's why we get what we're doing this. So I agree. But that's why, like, literally, like, I watched all those they great in the motherfucker. And they deserve all of this shit. They absolutely, I swear to God, I feel that when you say it. And so here's the thing. As a guy who's been walking the streets, listening with his ear to the grindstone for all these different artists over the years, meeting people like Zoe, meeting people like Choctaw, who I just got the pleasure of meeting recently. Like, I get to meet all these individuals, but then I also form relationships with them. I learn about different songs and different artists. I was telling you about some artists that I heard about through a completely different situation. Like, word of mouth is spreading. I'm telling him about these artists and being like, yo, watch out for these people. Because these dudes, they've got some hits. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I want this town to be and flourish in the music scene, especially on the hip-hop side, because that's so deep in my soul, as much as it possibly can.
And that's why I fought with anybody who will reach it.
But I also realized that my time at the top of that food chain on the business side is coming to a close. And others are starting to come up behind us. There's others that are starting to come up too. And they're the next generation. They are the next ones who are going to carry that and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? We're never going to lose it. We're always going to talk it up. But it's that next group of individuals who are, you know, managers of people like Asmina, stuff like the young guys that are really putting on and people are noticing their names. Right. And now they're getting that look. Metro Boomin's really starting to like swing his name recently around simply because of this Drake beef thing, whatever. But on the same point, Boomin's coming around a little bit. He's kind of showing that St. Louis level a little bit more. He dipped to Atlanta for a few years.
So can I get no choice in the whole man? We've been
He had to dip to Atlanta. He won't get no looks.
Look at because they ain't something that he's mayor.
No.
Yeah, so
when he's here and he's doing his thing, he's getting no looks. So where's he dip to? Atlanta. He goes to Atlanta. They go, where are you from? St. Louis. He goes, here's my stuff. They go, great. Fantastic. This is awesome.
Got there.
Keep moving.
You move it. And end up getting.
But we could have done that from here. That thing is all that's what you're trying to say. You're like, we could have done that from here.
Yeah, we're not making nobody sing with faint.
If we had ourselves a universe,
we don't like see the scenes. We don't do that here. And that's what we will change the narrative thing.
That's good.
We have to make people famous in our city first. If this person is a good ass one, he or she got a good ass song, and we love that song, we gotta start playing that song. We gotta start playing it. Of course, podcast gotta start putting them on this shit. Sure, if they spend that shit and get them out here. Right, that's what it's about. See, everybody doing it for a couple of dollars. See, doing it for a couple of dollars and laughter. So, oh man, You know what I mean? Like, I just watching the trade up thing. Yella said, we were doing this shit for yo.
Oh yeah, we were that young.
Once you start doing it for money, you put a ceiling on it at that very moment. Because why you doing it for the love? Money gonna come.
But when that shit don't come up 20 years old, you're doing it for the love anyway. You really ain't got a lot of money. So you're already doing it for the love. That's why it's so easy to grind. Yeah, that's how you get the money.
That's the thing you do. That's why you pour it into them and show them, like, that's what the fuck you supposed to be doing. So this what the fuck you supposed to be doing. Exactly. That's exactly what we on. Shout out to everybody in this city. You need to pull that shit more together, called sharing people shit, making people psych bullets in the spurts.
For sure. All the 12 be banging these people's songs. All the work with local radio stations, banging these songs. But Zone 2, regular radio station, banging these songs. You too. It's not just that and the artists.
Yeah.
It's also got to be the people that are promoting the artists with shows like this. They need to have some love too. They need to put you on. And it's one of those things where like, yo, guys, promote those shows. Whenever big people come to the city, this is the show they need to come on. They need to come sit. They need to talk. They need to break bread. That's the way it should be. There might even be a couple of other shows that are like that, where they should come and sit and break bread. My point being is, by making you bigger and the show itself, this Smoke and Talk bigger, right? Mm-hmm. We're putting the spotlight on all these artists that you want to bring on. Because every time they bring a new artist on the Smoke and Talk, everybody found out about your show, where to watch it. Now that artist has all those eyes that are talking about the heads, and they're helping them out by virtue, not even on purpose, like straight up. So
that's the block, man. And everything you say, I understand, correct. I love to get you. Thank you. And I understand you there about the business. You sure allowing the show a bit, man. I appreciate this shit. Oh, man, I really more knowledge than people spread the words that they do know, the college that they do know. Sure. So people that stir the ass who can watch shit like,
oh, of course.
yeah, do
Do a little background and show and start moving. Everybody's going to find out about covert contracts. It was good. Well, exactly that stuff. That's when they're going to realize, oh, wow, there are people out there that that's what they call that. I didn't know that's what it was called. And I do that myself. You could find out a lot about yourselves, people.
You're a real fun on radio, so that's another. Well, thank you very much. You're fantastic, Coach for Shelton. I appreciate you. This was awesome. I check you out all the time, man. Well, you work. Oh, yeah. I'm
going to keep smoking.
If you're smoking, we're going to keep talking. It's you got what you think people laugh, man, the way you really show it, where you want to shows.
Right.
I still following your follow. I support you, you know what I mean? That mean a lot to me, though. And I see people trying to follow other people in this same little shit that we got going on. You know, so, oh, it's cool. And I watched them do that. And I was like, that punch on the show that you I appreciate you. And so, no, thank you too much. Listen, for you artists, man, this whole thing is only, we're gonna make this shit maybe work out. Shit.
I feel like so, if you really want to get to the heart of the St. Louis issue, when it comes to certain things. And I want everybody out there to understand, born and bred in St. Louis, grew up in Florissant, Florida North graduate, like I'm from the top, all right? It's the people. There's some attitude out there from these people that is unjustified. I said unjustified, not justified, unjustified. And they throw it out there. And I think sometimes it is the biggest hindrance to why certain artists don't make it out of this city. It isn't always the artist. Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is the artist and their attitude. Sometimes it's the people around them and the people that are working with them and their attitude and how they're viewed by people and how that situation goes down. And that's what holds other people back. And it's not a gatekeeping thing. It's just an unwillingness to work with an unpleasant person. And I want people to understand that. And by the way, I have been just as much a part of that over the years that I've worked in this industry as anybody else has been part of it, you know, and I've been on both ends of that argument and that call. So like, I understand this from a very deep, deep way. But as a person who handles the business behind this thing, a lot for artists and music, the music game, I've seen also how the lawyers, the business people around the management, I get to see a little bit of the aspect of the artist that others don't get to see. So you might love this artist, but he happens to be managed by his uncle. And his uncle didn't do anything in business his whole life. And seriously, all he sold was weed on the street his whole life. Not a knock on people to do that, but it doesn't make you good at music business. Because remember, you are a music artist. It's called the music business. There's the music aspect, and then there's the business aspect.
Right.
All business is not the same business.
Right.
Just like when Donald Trump says, oh, running the United States of America is like running a corporation, except for it's not. Because corporations, they got to do what they want, and the investors play along with them, whereas the United States of America, we're all free individual people. We make a decision. We want you to do it all for the cap. And if you don't, well, it can get real. It got real back in the Civil War. It got real back in a lot of different wars. Like, it can get real, all these streets in the United States. We all know this very, very well.
I'm right.
So,
I'll tell you, man. I mean, knowledge of whole lot of about that addiction fact. I would love you from yeah. I'm happy. I'm having this talk coming up with song where different artists and different people on the show about one.
like a pound to stuff.
Anytime a little bit there, some of that song like Jude.
That'd be great. Even if I just came to sit on the side and watch, I'd love to do that. I'm sure, yeah. I'm just saying, like, even if I keep it watching, I would totally love to do that because, like, I love learning about people. I think as we get older, and you and me, like we said, we talked off the air, we're a little bit old, you know what I'm saying? The things that we look forward like, things that we appreciate, is a little different at different stages, right? What we appreciate in our 20s versus our mid-30s versus our late 40s, you know what I'm saying? It's all different. And so, like, I love seeing a group of people get together and hash out different ideas and thoughts and, like, trying to go back and forth and stuff like that. I love watching them. Yeah, I love that, dude. As I've gotten older, I've appreciated.
Yeah, we just trying to find out which way it can hatch up fed while the same as for like if the value is not other might will get the value. 10 people that work together. Sure, right? Getting inside the fame for this, we find a dating to that, we file a dating to this. And I mean, if we try to hatch up what's up there, you know, we could do that already hatch up. We could talk about here. We talked about the air, but what we really could do, we could put together the all underground, all the time showcase, right? And we could grab 5 artists, give them 15, 20 minutes each or whatever, like 15 minutes each, you know what I'm saying? 6 artists, right? And like an hour and a half showcase where they each play like 3 or 4 songs and then they perform for everybody. But like maybe that next crop, that young crop, that up and coming crop, put it out there and promote to everybody. See what happens. Do there. What's the big body? There's ideas. Below me on the wall, ladies and gentlemen. Below me on the wall, we can have 3 sticks on. And what good everybody comes fully up this show when you find you have to figure out what folks question you had before you get up. That's fun. You can always find me at theqnow.com, TheQNOW.com. That's where you can find all of our episodes in my current radio show. And I'm on Saturdays, 1 to 3 p.m. on newsradiokyro.com. That's 1280, 105.3 here in town. If you're listening on your radio dial in the car. So what's up? There you go. That's where you can find me. Now, everybody come on the show, man. It's not that funny. Welcome back to the shop 303-14 Snow Shop with Nigga Popular. Okay. You're an old friend leading, I mean, when they come to network and shit like that. Touch on, so we're welcome to come back at any given time, sit there with, chill with, watch the show, come here, whole game thing that will change a little bit and go. Appreciate that. Actually, appreciate you coming on the show. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, about doing that. Everybody calls us asking this question is there no long answer to it or but whatever I give is the stands, do you prefer love and me from the West?
Wow. That's a deep question. So I love my wife dearly. I prefer loyalty. Now, she is loyal to me. We have a good relationship, obviously, so there's nothing to worry about in that regard. Like, it's hard literally, but I do prefer loyalty over. That's how it goes. It's like, that's the song. In the middle of the and then create that track. No problem. It takes so much. Shout out to you more. Shout out to you out there. Yeah, shout out to you. Appreciate it, man. This is big results people buyers. Yeah, I'm as a good episode, man. Shout out to what for jumping on again with the bill. Some of it. So I'm also bad boy, your girlfriend, boyfriend.
I went down for the city each and every motherfucking blanket Wednesday. Just that what I'm saying for the north side, the south side, the east side, the west side.
Even on holidays. Even on a holiday.
You go out and we don't take no lunch from break.
No breaks.
Very several about what I had, and I can't take no about them break. This called what 92nd episode right here, man. Shout out to everybody with little short and talk to the 97th episode, man. And I got my first episode. We dropped a song, website coming out soon. I'll let y'all know everything like next week. I said I'm going to film from January to May, June, May, and then start dropping episode with Joe. And that's what's happening. So shout out to again that person for 11 feet like that, man. I'm your host, man. But see what I missed time. We got Chop Talk in the field.
Hey,